You thought I forgot! Well, I guess if you're still watching my video, you must be a loyal supporter because most people would have already cut off by now. But I didn't forget. We got it. I've been talking about it. And that is what this whole video is about. It's about the potential Super Bowl champions and finding, finally, one of the most exclusive hats. I'll be honest, guys, it was hard to find. I've been trying for a while. I did obviously have to pay, third-party money, whatever the hell you want to call it. It did cost me about $100, and I would have to say I think it's worth it. Now, some dislike dweeb's going to be out there saying, well, are you going to sell it? I don't really know. But without further ado and all that bullshit, here we go, guys. Let's take a look at it. I don't even know what to say, but if you are a 49ers fan, you have been watching this hat all year on Kyle Shanahan. And when I originally saw this hat, I'm like, I don't really care about it. It's nothing special. It's trucker style. It's a snapback. And I don't really care about it. The more that I kind of heard about it, the more I'm like, the exclusivity and the unavailability, and I do not understand the mindset going on here. I'm like, I gotta pick it up. To have in the collection, I have worn it at least twice. You've probably been seeing those pictures on Instagram, on my Hat Collection Society page. If you have not already become a member of the Hat Collection Society, feel free to look at my Patreon page so you can figure out how to be a part of the Hat Collection Society. So without further ado, guys, let's take a look at the Shanahan hat, because overall it is a nice hat. It's just not my cup of tea per se, and I can tell you I wouldn't have got it for any other reason other than that it was an exclusive type hat. But we got, bam. Now this one, I've heard two opinions. Obviously more people refer to it as the Kyle Shanahan hat. We literally working at Lids. You guys know I work part-time at Lids. It's going good. It's considered seasonal or whatever. But I might stay on just part-time. I've mentioned that plenty of times. But we literally get at least a minimum 3 phone calls a day, if not more, per day. First response out of their mouth, do you have that Kyle Shanahan hat? We also get another. I'm not bullshitting you guys. I do not bullshit. This is on a daily. We get at least 3 to 4 people. Hey, I'm looking for that Kyle Shanahan hat. Have you seen it? Yeah, we've seen it in pictures and in museums like everybody else, but you ain't getting it. I do got a little information about the release of this hat. It's not really anything hard, concrete. I'm a little disappointed that if what I'm about to say is true, I'm disappointed because, yeah, I don't like the way they did it. But before we talk about that, let me talk to you about the hat itself. This is actually called or referred to as the Stamp Series hat or the Tile Series. I believe the proper name is the Stamp Series hat. And as you guys can see, it just has a small little San Francisco 49ers logo right there in the middle. Nice little subtle SF. It is a slim crown, as they call it, with the square visor. I'm not really sure why that's there. It says original fit. It's 950 snapback. It is in that scarlet red, as they call. And then, of course, the rest is in red as well. Trucker style, black New Era flag. As you saw on the back, they do have the 100-year anniversary patch right there, and that is significant because what I'm about to tell you regarding the potential releases of these hats. On the inside, it's just your normal 950 taping, so very nice. It fits really good. As you guys can tell, I have, like I said, worn it a couple times. Fits really good. It is comfortable, so don't get me wrong. Now, would you ask me, is it worth the $100 that I spent to get it? I would say, I look at it this way. I had a guy ask me, like, if I'd be willing to sell it. Once I told him the price, he said, that's a crazy amount of money for a hat. And I said, crazy amount of money for a hat? I'm looking at the dude. He's got some nice kicks on. I like my shoes a little bit. I can't wear them, obviously, because you guys know I got a big foot. And I said, what do those shoes cost you, bro? He's like, a couple $100 bucks. I'm like, why do they cost a couple $100 bucks? he knew right away I got his hat because they were exclusive, they were brand new, they were some Jordans, and he's like, hey, I got my hat exclusivities, you got your shoe exclusivities. As a shoe collector, you know if you want the exclusive shoes, you gotta pay that money. So as a exclusive hat, if you want the hat, you gotta pay the money. Now your average fan is not gonna want to pay that money because they're average fans or they're fair weather fans, bandwagon fans. Now the real 49ers fans, they're the ones that are going to want this hat, and they're the ones that are going to pay the money. So let me switch off this hat, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the potential release. Here is what I heard. I haven't confirmed it. I've only been told stories, and I know that sounds bad, but I feel like these stories are legit. I just heard this past week that the San Francisco 49ers actually released this hat at their stadium, and they had line out the door, and it sold out really quickly. And then also I was told that apparently New Era did release this on their website a couple days later or around the same time. Today is currently Monday. It was sometime last week around like Wednesday or Thursday. They might have released it. And what I was told is they sold out hella quick. I never even had a chance to even look it up. Now, the one thing that the gentleman that I talked to who came into Lids told me that he did get the hat, but it's a pre-order and it's actually not going to be shipped out till March. But he told me instead of having the 100-year anniversary patch on the back of it, it is going to have, you know, the NFL shield, which is right there on the back of it instead. So you guys all know what that means. It's not the true official Shanahan hat. I suspect maybe Shanahan will switch to that hat next year, obviously, because they're not going to have the 100-year anymore. So I could really see them doing that. The other thing is, I have heard from working at Lids that they are potentially going to be dropping another hat similar to the Kyle Shanahan hat. It's going to be like Kyle Shanahan 2.0, 3.0. But the thing is, they say it's going to be a white version, trucker style hat. I don't know how the sales are going to go with that. If I get it for normal pricing, I'll probably get it. But everybody wants the red one. They don't really want the white one or anything. They did potentially have a black one, if I remember right. Had the same thing, same little tile, everything, the little stamp logo. That sold out really quickly. So there have been some releases. To my knowledge, I just haven't confirmed it. So now, if you're asking yourself, why is this hat so exclusive? From everything I've heard, and I've been able to obtain, you know, via the internet, of course. Originally, you know, Kyle Shanahan wanted like a simple, basic hat. So he worked out something with New Era that would only, you know, supply him with this particular hat. And it was just supposed to be like an exclusive between Kyle Shanahan and New Era. And when I originally saw the hat, I'm like, who gives a shit, right? Because it's not that great a hat. So that's kind of how it all started. But then as he was wearing it on the sidelines and as the 49ers kept winning, people were like, I love that hat. I want that hat. And then on top of everything, they had a small release in the way beginning. And it was mostly only stores like in the Bay Area, like San Francisco area, and it was very limited edition. I wish, if anything, they would have put like numbering on it as well. So I could tell you though, I have not really seen that many pictures online of people actually having it. I know I can at least say I've seen one person, somebody I know who I've known for a while, he actually had the hat, and he did tell me he got it from NFLshop.com a while back. He said he got lucky on a restock. So I do know that they once in a while restock it, but the problem is they don't announce it. So if you are truly looking for this hat itself with the 100-year patch, the authentic Shanahan hat, you'll just have to keep checking Fanatics, just have to keep checking Lids, New Era. But like I said, the one that supposedly is coming out is having the NFL shield on the back, and so that's not the authentic Shanahan hat. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Super Bowl Kyle Shanahan trucker style hat review. It is going to be an exciting game. It is going to be a fun game. You guys know I can't bet against the 49ers. The 49ers are my team. I do have a small soft spot for the Kansas City Chiefs because growing up, when Joe Montana was playing, I didn't really see a lot of, Joe Montana win the championships. I saw him more towards the end of his career, and then I saw him, of course, when he went to the Chiefs. And so after he went to the Chiefs, Steve Young kind of took over. So I grew up more in a sense with seeing Steve Young and Garcia, and then of course we got Garoppolo and Kaepernick, and I'm probably missing Steve Bono, of course. And so I kind of grew up with those guys, and so not so much Joe Montana, but I did keep following him when he did go to the Chiefs. And then the last little tidbit is that I always liked Tony Gonzalez. He was a basketball player at Cal, and then he went to the Chiefs, and so I always kind of had a soft spot for Tony Gonzalez. Hell of a tight end, Hall of Fame tight end, as you guys know. So always had a soft spot for the Chiefs. It's going to be a fun Super Bowl. I cannot wait. I will see everybody on the upcoming Thursday podcast, and of course, now I can officially say thank you for watching. This is Major League Hats. Out. See everybody. Bye.